We're joined today by Steve Nicholson with Rabo AgriFinance. He's a global strategist for grains and oilseeds. Let's talk about what's been going on with these markets. As we try to wrap our arms around where we're headed into planting season, what's your take on where these markets could go?
Yeah, I think that we have to kind of put the calendar in place. So obviously right now, March 31, prospective planting, the markets are going to be volatile. Everyone's clamoring for acres. So I think you'll see a lot of good support for the market up until planting perspectives. Now, there's still robust demand of that, so we have to keep that in mind too. But I think after we get that planting number, it's like the market's going to go, okay, we know what we have. We may not like it, but this is what we have. And there'll be a little bit of that. But I think after that, now we'll get to Russia in a minute, you'll see a little bit of relax. But the fact is you still have robust demand underneath. And oh yeah, Mother Nature's still not cooperating like we like. It's still relatively dry west of the Missouri. Sure. You're starting to see that drought sneak into the southwestern part of the Corn Belt. So, I mean, there's concerns there, I think, that will be very supportive of markets. But the other piece of this is, we were just looking at markets here this morning, get ready for volatility. If you think it's going higher, okay. But you better be ready for, if you see that 20 cent up move in corn or soybeans or wheat, you better be ready for the downside, because that's going to happen as well.
Yeah. As we look at real quick, as we look at these carryovers, are they supportive for the year where we're at with prices?
Yeah, I think particularly when you look at it's the carryovers, when you look at them in a vacuum, you're like, they're okay.
Yeah.
So they're not as maybe supportive as you want. But you start to peel that onion back and look at the stocks to use ratio, you look at the robust demand, you've seen U.S. exports look a little brighter story the last month. Yeah. And so, as I say, you pull the onion back, it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't get so bearish on, because the stocks are up a little bit. But one thing that's interesting when you look at USDA, even though they've come up a little bit, you've also noticed they're sort of hedging that bet a little bit. You start digging in the numbers and that number could come back a little bit. So yeah, I'm looking a little deeper than just that stocks number.
Good stuff. Appreciate it. Thank you for the perspective. We'll be back with more Ag Day coming up in just a minute.